Welcome back. Well, she was a screen legend who's still an icon 46 years after her death. Marilyn Monroe, for many, was the sexiest woman in the world. And some of her most iconic film costumes are about to go on display. And we have got them here for a bit of a preview. But first, let's see her at her most memorable.
But he wasn't really all bad. I think he just craved a little affection. You know, a sense of being loved and needed and wanted.
That's a very interesting point of view.
Oh, do you feel the breeze from the subway? Isn't it delicious?
Sort of cools the ankles, doesn't it?
Just a bit. That's one of Marilyn's most famous images, and the dress was designed by legendary Hollywood costume designer William Travilla, who also designed one of the costumes that we have here today.
And to tell us more about them, we're joined by David Gainsborough Roberts, who collects original Marilyn Monroe film costumes, and our fashion stylist Helen Boyle is here as well in a minute. But first of all, let's start with you, David.
Hello.
Because when did you fall in love with Marilyn?
I think probably as a kid of about 9 or 10, I used to go along to the cinema. You could do in those days for sixpence old money and sit there all day. But in 1991, I bought a film costume at Christie's, and
Which one was that?
It was from There's No Business Like Show Business. It wasn't a great costume, but for some reason there was a slack news day, and I ended up on the front of the Evening Standard, and everybody wanted to know about it. And I was just married to Marilyn from then on, and I've just been collecting then on.
Well, you haven't got all of the ones that are fully and truly iconic. The one that we saw there, with the subway blowing up, here it is.
Well, that's owned
where's that?
Well, that's owned by Miss Debbie Reynolds, you know, Singing in the Rain, the very famous actress. Debbie has it in her collection in America, but it is for sale. So she tells me it is for sale, but she said it's 8 million. I'm not sure whether that's dollars or pounds. We didn't go any further than that.
No point, really.
No point, no
Let's
further.
have a look at the ones that you have got here.
Right, yes.
I've got my tape measure because there's all that thing about Marilyn was really a size 16, but I don't think she was.
She never was a size 16. That was a different size altogether. That can be, what, 23?
That's a 25-inch waist.
Oh, and that was big for her. That was
it?
big. This was...
Did she go up and down?
Oh, yes, yes. She ranged from about 22 up to about sort of 27, 28.
37.5-inch boobs.
Oh, gosh.
And the hip... Mind you, I mean, she's as slim as a bean. This costume is from Bus Stop.
This is from the film, the 1956 film Bus Stop, which she starred with Don Murray, and really made her a serious actress. I think that she won a Globe Award for it, and people began to really realise that perhaps she ain't this dumb blonde anymore, that this girl can actually act. She, I think, thought it was her best acting film, and probably, I think it was.
See, a lot of these costumes were never meant to be saved, were they?
No, they were just meant to be chopped up, thrown away, or put, well, we got another film next year, so we'll put it on Lana Turner, put it on Rita Hayworth, put it on Betty Grable, you know, they can wear it. I mean, it was just business.
How do you know that the ones that you have purchased are authentic?
They've all been authenticated, not only by the auction houses, but from several private people where I bought them. Most of them have got a tag inside which you can identify with the studio, which we have got photographed in our catalogue coming up at the Jersey Museum, which I open on next Friday for our big Marilyn show. They've all been authenticated. I don't go into copies.
About this one?
That's the one from Some Like It Hot, probably her best picture in actual fact. And I know that because her stand-in, Evelyn Moriarty, who also wore this when Marilyn wasn't on camera, said that she had to be actually picked up and lowered onto the camera, winched up, because it was too tight to do anything. And in the last scene, if you see her, Marilyn is on a bicycle, and she's bicycling away, and again, Evelyn Moriarty said she had to be winched. She said, I was there and plonked on the bike. There's no way she could get her leg across there.
I mean, this design that's so rude and saucy, because it looks as if everything is only just strategically put.
Yes.
I wish you could see around the back.
The back,
the bit
I
up
know.
The back just covers that bit of your bottom, and the rest of it is... I don't...
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
Yes.
Oh, we can. Oh, we can.
It is very racy, isn't it?
There we are, look at that.
Yes.
So this bit here... Whoops, there we are. This bit here is the bit that looks nude. And just the sequin strategically placed. Now, one of the most iconic dresses, of course, is worn by our Marilyn this morning.
Yes.
Wowee. Now, this is from...
Gentlemen Prefer
Gentlemen
Blondes.
Prefer Blondes, which she wore in the famous song with Jane Russell singing I'm Just a Little Girl from Little Rock.
From Little Rock, yes.
And how does it feel to wear?
After
50 years, it feels great.
And you have worn these dresses before, I know, and you've made your life Marilyn, and so I'm going to call you Marilyn. So, and
I wish my mother had. Because changed it from Norma Jean was a pain.
The costumes you've got here, you have worn, but now they are so delicate, you don't wear them anymore.
Yeah, only this one.
You can wear that one?
Yes, the racy one.
It is
I think we should have got you to wear it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. But you do look stunning in that. And David, you have a lot of other things at home, bits and pieces, jewellery and possessions.
Oh yes, I've got lots of things at Marilyns. We've got about 20 costumes actually, in fact, going up in the museum, which is going to run for the rest of the year. So it's
right
the biggest,
through to December.
Right the way through to December. And I've got about 20, 30 other little things, tragic little things like pillboxes that were with her when she died. Oh. Little trinkets, simple little things, little postcards of which she says, "No, and I'm not pregnant either." A little message to a friend whom I got to know very well. So I feel like I'm wedded to Marilyn now.
Right, well, as you say, the exhibition is in Jersey, so if you're on holiday or on business or anywhere in Jersey, go and have a look. Now, Helen Boyle, would you like to come in? Because we're doing a tribute today to pin-ups, and we've got a lovely